A hot button topic that it occurred on my man Mill City Boxing's his channel. Wally Moses, Shakur's grandfather, mentioned the story about Erickson Lubin slapping Devin Haney when Lubin was 17 and Haney was 14. Yeah. And it's spreading like wildfire. Everybody's talking about it. And everybody's giving their opinion. What's your thoughts?
When I first heard old head say that, I first was like, why? Like, why he say that? Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't him that smacked him, or it wasn't his bloodline that did it. So I'm like, why he saying that? And then I'm like, okay, he trying to piss somebody off. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of corny because you're an old man. You from back in the day, like back in the day. You ain't from like, he not like a 40-year-old. He's old head, like damn near 70. I mean, if he ain't 70, you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of corny him putting it out there. At the same time, Lubin never brought it up. So I thought that was interesting. Lubin never brought it up. So something he put behind him. Dev never brought it up, of course. And then being older, smacking a young boy, we already know you don't get no credit for that. You know what I mean? So it was like something that he just threw out there. I felt like he tried to reach with it a little bit, try to be, you know what I mean? But what that let me know is old head is something getting under his skin about Dev. Cause it's like, why you say that? OJ, like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't you, and then you ain't had nothing to do with it. And it wasn't your grandson that smacked me, so why you talking about him be getting smacked? You know what I'm saying? I understand maybe he looked at it like he would have handled it different, but it wasn't your situation. And to bring that up, like he said, go all the way to 54. Like, come on, bro. I'm chasing some shit from the amateurs and the pros when one guy is not even being talked about as much as the other guy. So, and like I said, Lubin never brought that up. So it was one of them things, like why he say that. But now for the people who are hyping it up, those are people who don't have shit to do. They home, they bored. They really look at this shit as a soap opera. They really play with fighters' lives, and it shouldn't be that way because, you know what I mean, one of them could get hurt. You know what I mean, people don't. When you at home, when you in the house in your safe zone, and you might got a couple guns and all that shit around the house, you might really feel protected, and you might feel like a motherfucker won't do nothing to you. But it's because you're not doing nothing. You in the house. But if anybody who's experienced the real world, you know, motherfucker tried to bully you before, or you've been through some situations.
I've been bullied before.
I had a motherfucker sock me before. Yeah, but we gonna get it cracking after that for sure. But,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit that happens. So for people who don't have any excitement in their life, I mean, that's the type of shit they blow up. But guys like us, we like, all right, that was some old shit, and it was like an older guy doing that to a younger guy. It's like, and even if it was Devin Haney doing that to Lubin, it's still, because he was in the amateurs. I mean, a lot of people go through shit. Like, shit was...
Like at 14, you know, 17, you just started getting some. 14, you probably ain't even...
Yeah, like, come on.
You probably just started kissing chicks. You know what I mean?
And we don't know what happened after he got smacked. We just heard it from old head Moses. So I just thought, at the end of the day, it was a little corny because old head said that. Like, he's too old for that. Too old to be talking like that. Like, or maybe I'm tripping. I just imagine myself being that old and really not even involving myself in that kind of, you know what I mean, manner, that kind of talk. You know what I mean? Those type of conversations. I just see myself as an old player around that time. You know what I mean? Touching some money, touching some bras or something like that.
With the fedoras or without the fedoras?
We're going to mix it up. It depends on what my hair look like. If my hair go, you're going to see a lot of hat play. It's going to be a whole lot of hat play because I already like hats. But you're going to see a whole lot of different type shit. But I don't know. It was kind of corny. It was. And I didn't like that Mill City he bit onto it. He was like he was hyping it up. Like, don't do that, bro. Because if that was you who got smacked, you wouldn't feel that way. Like,
George, my man, George, if you're watching, you was super extra with your reactions, bro. And I told him that.
He was on his Charlemagne,
right? He was on his promo wrestler shit.
Yeah, like. and I get it, because we making money off this shit here. But like, on some real shit, that shit old, bro, and that shit, like, you know what I'm saying? I still got motherfuckers did shit to me I want to see, you know what I mean? But, and I was younger, I was a kid, you know what I mean? They was half-ass grown men and shit like that, you know what I mean? But,
well, on a serious note, G, that's what I'm worried about, though. Yeah. This is something that happened when they were kids, right? Mm-hmm. But, you know, now they're both men. And if Dev always had a feeling about that, now, the likelihood of Dev going up and seeing Lubin at 54 is like, you know, I ain't gonna say impossible, but improbable, right?
Yeah.
But what this could result in is them seeing each other at a fight or something like that.
Yeah.
And then, you know,
Waking
it
up.
resulting in an altercation outside of boxing, which now that we've grown, it can go left really fast.
And that's why I don't like these back and forth with these guys, because you gotta see these guys. With boxing, we're going to run into each other. I told you a while back, Mill, I don't like going to fights, not because I love fights, but the energy in the room don't be for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm the laid back boy for real. And I don't know how to fake my emotions. So if me and you got a problem, like we really got a problem, and you acting like we got a problem, but you trying to be cute that night, like I'm the wrong one to really be like playing with like at that time. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we got to go there now. And depending on where we at, you know, the shit come behind it could be bad. You know what I mean? And I ain't talking about on some violence. I'm talking about with the cases and all that. You got to go to court. That shit weird. Like for instance, me and Rel almost got into some shit with some dudes out in Vegas. I had to be the bigger man. I stepped back. I'm looking at what's going on. I said, bro, we not going to jail in Vegas, bro. Come on, bro. Like that's a joint I can't stomach that. Not right now, bro. And he was like, all right, Jay, like, you know what I mean? So gotta be the bigger man, and to me being a bigger man is like not being around these dudes. I choose not to be around them because I know the energy. I know the energy. I've been around, but when you've been around, you know. That's why, you know what I mean? I think old head, he know better. But I think he was tickled, and I think he needed to, you know what I'm saying, get his shit off, and that was him getting his shit off.
And I understand because Bill dominates the airwaves.
Yeah.
So it's 90% coming from one direction.
Yeah.
I feel like that was his opportunity to get his shit off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He like, I want to talk my shit because I'm always hearing his shit. Motherfucker sending shit to my phone. Let me talk my shit.
Bill might as well be Paul Heyman from Roman Reigns' corner.
Mm-hmm. But that's the game we in. So you gotta be careful. That's all.